Today, I'm going to teach you how to play and master Axel, the newest high-speed movement legend introduced in Season 29. Huge thanks to Respawn for the early access. So Axel has a passive that lets you chain controlled slides, a tactical that launches you through boosted gates for insane speed, and an ultimate that hunts enemies down and launches them into the air. So if you learn how to use that right, you can control fights before they even start. So if you're finding your next main, this could be it. Let's dive right in. Before we get into Axel's main abilities, let's quickly go over her passive abilities. Now Axel belongs to the Skirmisher class, which means she gets access to mobility-focused team passives. The first one is Care Package Insight. This lets you reveal what's inside every care package so you can instantly see the highest value item before committing. This is really useful for planning in-game rotations and deciding if a drop is even worth it, especially in mid to late game. Now the second Skirmisher passive is Trailblazer. Allies get a speed boost when they're running toward you from long distances. This is really well with Axel's kit. Since she's always moving, sliding, and taking space, this helps your teammate catch up faster and stay in the fight with you. And finally, she gets Charge Knock. Now when you get a knock, you gain health and shield regen. So in Axel, this is huge, because once you down someone, you can instantly start healing while staying aggressive, which makes it way easier to chain fights and keep up the momentum. So before we even get into her abilities, Axel already has better team rotations, information from care packs, and built sustain after knocks. Now moving on to Axel's passive, Drift. Now Drift gives Axel increased control while sliding. And even though that sounds simple, it feels insane because there's no cooldown. You can literally keep chaining slides over and over again, which makes Axel extremely hard to track in close range fights. The biggest thing I found after testing her is the circular movement tech. Now if you time your slides correctly and move in a circle-like pattern around the enemy, you can keep your momentum while still aiming and shooting. It almost feels like lurching, except this can be done on controller. So instead of just sliding in a straight line, you can curve around enemies, keep your gun on target, and make yourself way harder to hit. That's what makes Drift so strong. It turns sliding into an actual fighting tool. Now if I end up finding new ways to use it, here are some clips of it. Otherwise, Moki has an excellent breakdown of this passive ability that covers much more in this video. I'll put the link in the description. Thanks again, Moki. Also, quick thing, I just got my official Apex creator code and I'd love all your support. If you ever buy Apex coins, here's all you have to do. Step 1. Go to store.ea.com. Step 2. Log into your account and start your purchase. And finally, Step 3. Type my code Sonyx under apply promo code. It doesn't cost you anything, but it helps me out a ton. Thank you all so much. Now moving on to Axel's tactical, Nitro Gate. Nitro Gate is a device you throw down that sends anyone who takes it into a fast boosted slide. Now it can be destroyed. It has about 150 HP. You can use it, your teammates can use it, and even enemies get moved by it. The main way to use Nitro Gate is to push aggressively. You throw it down, you slide through it, and instantly fly towards the enemy before they can properly track you. But what makes this ability really interesting is that you can also throw it directly onto enemies themselves. Yeah, you heard that, because when it connects to the enemy, it instantly forces them into that boosted slide, meaning you're not just moving yourself anymore, you're literally controlling their movement. And the key thing I found after testing is depending on the angle at which you place the gate, you can control exactly where they go. Either you can force them forward, you can pull them back, or send them flying up for a free beam. So instead of reacting to what the enemy does, you're deciding what they do. The moment they get hit, there's a split second where they're not in control. Trying to figure out what just happened, where they're going, and how to recover. But you already know, because you place the gate down. So you can pre-aim where they're about to go and land free damage while they're stuck in that forced movement. It's almost like a mini displacement ability mixed with some movement. And if you're getting consistent with it, you're not just pushing fights anymore, you're literally scripting them. You can use Nitro Gate to escape, quickly rotate with your team, or help knock teammates slide into cover. So this ability isn't just about movement. It's a push tool, escape tool, team mobility tool, and an enemy displacement tool all in one. Now we have Axel's ultimate, Kickstart. Kickstart is a drone you throw that seeks out the closest enemy. Once it reaches them, it explodes, dealing 25 damage, and launches them into the air. It can be destroyed as well. Enemies will get a warning indicator when it's close. So the ultimate is extremely strong for pushing enemies. If you throw it before swinging a team, it can instantly disrupt their positioning and give you a free opening to beam them. And here's a crazy part. It can even hit multiple enemies at once. So if a team is grouped up together, Kickstart can explode and launch all of them into the air at the same time. That means instead of fighting players holding angles on the ground, you can suddenly turn the fight into chaos where everyone is flying and trying to recover. The second major use for Kickstart is for finding rats or campers. Because the drone seeks out enemies, you can throw into buildings, corners, or suspicious spots. If there's someone hiding, the drone can track toward them and reveal the position through movement. So even if you don't see them at first, Kickstart can expose where they are. Now after testing this, there are a few important details. First, you can't throw Kickstart if the space in front of you is blocked. So if you're too close to a wall, a door frame, or object, it literally won't let you. It's like trying to use Valkyrie's missiles before they got buffed. You want to give yourself a bit of space before using it. Second, line of sight matters. If the drone does not have a clear line of path to the enemy, it just won't track through walls. So if you throw it into a blocked angle, it just explodes on impact instead of seeking someone. Third, you'll notice range indicators on the left and right side. These seem to show the side-to-side detection area, basically how wide the drone can search. But interestingly, I didn't notice a clear forward range limit. So if there's a clean lane in front of you, Kickstart can keep traveling forward and find the closest enemy in that path. That makes it especially strong in open areas, straight lanes, and situations where enemies are trying to run. Overall, Kickstart is damage, displacement, enemy tracking, rat checking, all in one ability. Guys, real quick, pause the video and click here for the best gear to level up your gameplay. From controllers to headsets to even full console and PC setups, everything in this list will help you level up quickly. Okay, let's get back into it. Now moving on to Axel's perks, starting with level 2. The first level 2 perk is called Super Slider. This gives Axel a second tactical charge for Nitro Gate. Now this is the more consistent pick because it gives you more mobility, cleaner pushes, better escapes, and just much stronger rotations. Her second level 2 perk is called Automata. This gives Axel a second ultimate charge for Kickstart. Now this is the more aggressive option because you can actually throw 2 drones that deal double the damage and launch enemies. But here's the cool thing, they actually stack, meaning you'll deal double the damage of 50 and launching the enemies even higher up in the air. So level 2 is simple. If you want consistency, choose Super Slider, and if you want more chaos, a little bit of an assault action, choose Automata. Now we have Axel's level 3 perks. The first level 3 perk is called Jump Gate. This upgrades Nitro Gate and gives it a double jump. Now after testing this in the range, you can double jump while healing, similar to Octane's jump pad. Now this makes it really strong for escapes and resets because you can slide, double jump, and heal at the same time. Her second level 3 perk is called Sliding Shooter, and yeah, this one might be broken. When you shoot while sliding, the first 16 bullets come straight from your backpack instead of your magazine. So your magazine doesn't even start draining until those 16 bullets are used. Now from testing, that 16 bullet number was with a Rampage. So the other weapons might have slightly more or less depending on how the interaction works. It could even be tied to a slide rotation rather than a fixed bullet count. So this is something that needs further testing, but regardless, this perk is still insanely strong. Because on a legend that is constantly sliding, you're basically getting bonus damage uptime before you even have to reload. So when you slide into a fight, you can beam longer than you expect, then still have a full mag right after. For aggressive players, this can absolutely be disgusting with SMGs and close range weapons. Now let's talk quickly about Axel's playstyle. So Axel is built around momentum. Her passive gives her better slide control, her tactical creates boosted slides, her ultimate displaces enemies, and her skirmisher passives help her stay in the fight and keep up the pressure. So the main idea is simple. You slide, force movement, create chaos, and keep enemies reacting to you. You do not want to be standing still in Axel. You want to be using the speed to create awkward fights, then punish enemies while they're trying to adjust. And with Charge Knock, once you down someone, you instantly start regenerating health and shields. So instead of backing off after a knock, you can stay aggressive and keep chaining fights. Now for recommended weapons, Axel should feel best with close to mid-range combos. So SMGs and shotguns are great because she's constantly wanting to slide into fights, especially now that the car is back on the ground. ARs are strong for cracking enemies first, then use your movement to chase. And since her kit is all about momentum, the more you stay moving, the stronger she becomes. So overall, Axel looks like a fast, aggressive movement legend with strong snowball potential once the fight starts going your way. But just because you know how to play her doesn't mean you can win every fight, because what's most likely putting you back from climbing your ranks or just winning your 1v1s is your aim. So click on this video for updated settings for this season and how to get insane aim for Apex Legends. Axel will feel way deadlier. I'll see you there.